Hi, I'm Shannon from houseimprovements.com, and in this video I just want to show you certain tools for cutting tiles and sort of how to choose them and why to choose them for your specific case. So we've got a bit of an assortment here of some of the basic stuff. Starting out here, we'll just start at the front. We've got a grinder with a segmented concrete blade in it, which will cut tile as well. So in that case, that's nice for freehanding cuts. You can make straight cuts if you have a bit of a guide or whatever. Making larger circle cuts, we actually have a video showing how to cut a toilet flange hole in the middle of a tile with that particular item. So the grinder is kind of multi-use, and it'll work on most tiles. It won't work on glass tiles really, but any ceramics and porcelains and a lot of stones, it'll work just fine. It's also, I like it as well for, if I've got a tile that just needs a little hair shaved off or needs a little bit of form work on it, it's nice and easy to hold the tile and work with the grinder as well. So it works really well for that sort of thing. Next thing we have is a rotary type tool. So this will get a diamond tipped abrasive kind of bit in it. There's a few different shapes. And basically it just turns at a high rate of speed. Again, this can be used for regular shapes, cutting a few holes, or just a little bit of final touch-up work, if you gotta just grind a little bit off the side or whatever. So that's kind of another tool that you might already have that you can adapt for doing your next tile project. Then these two little guys, these are diamond tipped hole saws, so they'll go be used in a drill or a drill press, and most of them need some lubrication, which would just be water to help cool them and lube them. So you would just simply be able to cut some perfectly round holes with this into tiles. Typical installation for these would usually be maybe in your shower for around the pipes coming out of the wall, that sort of thing, or anywhere you need a round hole. These nibblers right here, basically you'd be able to score a line on a piece of tile, and if you've just got to take a little bit off the edge, say less than ½ an inch, and it's a little precarious using any of the other tools, or maybe you just need to break a corner off, you'd score your line where you need it etched on the tile, and then just simply squeeze these along there and it'll snap that edge off. They don't leave the cleanest cut, but they're fairly quick, so you could quickly get that off of there and then go back to the grinder or whatever just to clean that edge up. So those are the nibblers. Then we've got this snap tile cutter, basically. So really what it does is there's a little wheel underneath here. I think you can see it. This is a spare one hanging there, but there's a little wheel right here. So you would put your tile in there. In here there's a bit of a fence. Put a bit of weight pressure on there so that little wheel scores a little line there. And then this little foot flips down, and when you push down on the handle, it basically snaps the tile off. This ridge here on the bed is raised slightly from the two sides, so that score line makes you cut a really nice straight quick cut. It can't do irregular cuts, but it does straight cuts all day long. And there's different sizes of these you can get. I think my biggest one does about a 34-inch tile or something like that. But they're really easy to carry around, great for quick cuts. They don't always leave a perfect edge, but along the edges of rooms and that sort of thing where it's going to be covered by baseboard, really quick and easy, no mess. There's no dust and water or anything like that, so perfect for straight cuts. Then we get into wet tile saws. So basically this is kind of the El Cheapo type saw that you can get for like $50 or whatever. So it's got a diamond wheel in here. It's got a little reservoir for water underneath here. So basically what happens, you fill this with water, turn the saw on, the blade spins that way actually, and it dips down here in the water tray, which cools the blade and also lubricates it. And you push your material through from here. Most of these will have a fence, a bit of a fence that goes on here as well to, almost like a mini table saw. This one as well has a adjustment here where you can tilt the table if you had to miter the corner or whatever. They work okay. They'll do the job. There's much more fancier ones, you know, depending on the kind of money you want to spend. But this type of saw is great for just about all kind of tiles, as far as a wet tile saw is. And the only thing with them, they can be a little bit messier because you've got the water. When this wheel spins and the water is on it, it's spraying a little bit. So some saws are better than others, but they do make a pretty nice clean cut. So those are kind of the basic things. We do have a video already on the grinder showing how to use it to do that toilet flange hole, like I think I mentioned already. We're going to do a video on some of these other items. Probably in particular, we're going to do the scoring snap cutter. And I've got a better wet tile saw than this. We're going to do a demonstration with that as well, and maybe the nippers as well. So have a look for those, see if we've got them up yet, and hopefully they'll help you out in your next project or your next buying decision for your tiling project. So if you have any questions about this or any other DIY project you got going on, you can go to our website at house-improvements.com. We've got some articles and all kinds of stuff there, but we also have the forum. So you can click the forum tab, go in there, post your question up. I'll be sure to answer you as soon as I can. And yeah, hope that answered any question you had on tile cutting tools, and keep watching, please.